Good morning, beautiful people. I'm not gonna tell you the date and the time because I'm gonna start time stamping everything so you'll know. Um, but today is my sister's birthday, and so I am taking her, my oldest sister. So I'm gonna take her out to her, my daughter, me and my daughter are gonna take her out to breakfast to celebrate beautiful her because she doesn't do enough to really celebrate herself. So, you just be like, oh no. So the least I can do is take her out to eat. Um, and then my daughter's birthday is next week. But I'm on my way to the Beltline to walk this morning. I didn't walk any this weekend, and so I am committed to get it back together. I was going to walk yesterday, but I was just kind of drained, kind of tired. Saturday, of course, I went to a seafood boil that was hosted by my best friend and her family, and I did not vlog any of it. But we had a really good time. I, scooped up my girl Kia. I scooped up my girl Sheena. I was so happy that Sheena came and hung out with her sister. She said she's gonna come out more. Her name is Tiffany, but we call her Sheena. We play kickball together. So she said that she's gonna come out. She said she outside. Like, hold up. Speaking of outside, I don't know about y'all that are all in my age group, if you follow her. But baby, Cardi B came with the bars. The bars. Baby, whenever I say she tore a new hole in her husband, ex-husband, they separated. I don't think they found the divorce is final. Baby, she told a hole in Offset something serious. Now the music is kind of, it's ratchet, But I'm gonna tell you, even though I try and be a lady, I do have a little ratchet in me because I am a Scorpio. But baby, she tore a new hole on. And what kills me is how people, especially women, well, especially men, but women too, they don't seem to remember that he repeatedly cheated on her. And so when a woman is tired and a woman is fed up, then it's like the glove, all shot. Hey, that's whenever it's the gloves come off and it's hand to hand combat. And so, she came with the boom dada. It is what it is. But anyway, shout out to Cardi B on my behalf because, girl, you did that. But anyway, so I'm on my way over here to walk because it only have not even 4, is it 4 weeks? 3 weeks. I only have 3 weeks until I head to Mexico for my vacation. I don't even know if I told y'all where I was going, but hell, I guess I'm telling you now. I'm going to Mexico for my vacation, and then my baby sister's going to let me know today if we're going to go to New Orleans for the week after. Fingers crossed that everything pans out, but we're looking at whenever I come back, I'm going to be in Mexico from the 14th through the 7th, 14th through the 17th. It's going to be Mexico. And then I'll come back that Thursday. And then that following Thursday, we're talking about going to New Orleans. Now, you guys know I've never been to New Orleans. My plan was to take the Amtrak train to New Orleans sometime this summer. But hey, she put it out there. The flights are extremely cheap. She has to hook up on hotel accommodation, so why not? And so I am truly, 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 truly looking forward to that. Yeah, your girl is trying to get her a little air travel going on. A little, a little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What you gonna do? But I'm pulling up here to the I'm pulling up here now to the Beltline. So let me get myself situated and get out here so I can knock these little miles out. I'm telling you now, it is supposed to be. It's supposed to be 73 degrees outside right now with Atlanta. Atlanta 73, but they say it feels like 78. And I'm gonna tell you, in that parking garage, whenever I walked out, I can feel the humidity. And they say that the humidity is going to be very high. Today, the high is going to be 92, but they said that the heat index is going to start being, real high. So I needed to make sure that I got out here real early to get my walk on, and then go home, take a shower, and then I'll get ready to take my sister to lunch. Well, I'm going to go ahead and treat my sister and my daughter, because my daughter's birthday, of course, is next week. She's going to her boo is taking her to Barcelona, Spain. Must be nice, babe. I'm a boo one day that's going to be able to take me on international trips to beautiful countries. All right, y'all. Let's get this thing started. Jeezy, I'm going to see Jeezy. I'm going to see Jeezy. So yes, Jeezy is celebrating 20 years in the game. And my girl works for XFM Radio, XM Radio, iHeartRadio. So she gave me the hookup. They have once a month, they have this thing that's similar to, see my part. They have this thing that is similar to Tiny Desk. And so she invited me a couple times last year for different ones, and I ended up missing it because I had something to do, had to work, out of town, whatever. I was not gonna miss Young Jeezy. So let me show y'all what I'm wearing. Let me show y'all what I got on. Yep, it might fall. Hold on. Y'all, I didn't even, hold up. Wait a minute. Let me get it together. Let me put it on my car with my contraption. Y'all, it is hot as freaking fish grease out here. When I say hot as fish grease, it's hot as fish grease out here. But hold please. So I got on my, can you see them? Got on my leopard print Aldo slides, of course, my Louis that my daughter gave me years ago, and my little green 1, 2, what you gonna do, which came from the beauty supply store. I'm on my way to see GZ. I'm on my way to see GZ. I'm on my way to see GZ. Y'all, isn't it funny how... Let me take this out of this darn cage so I can put it... Hold up, you guys. Oh, baby, it is hot. 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 Y'all, it's hot. It's hot, hot. Let me shrink this a little bit. Because I know y'all don't want to be all in my face. Well, maybe you do want to be in my face. I don't know. Ooh, not like that. Okay, y'all. So, I mean, y'all, why is it zoomed in so much? Y'all just gonna have to get this. So, I don't know why why it's got you so close up. Y'all can see my everything. That ain't what I was trying to do. Go back. Why is it so close in? Hold, please. Okay, y'all. So I'm back. I don't know why it's got you guys like, and why, baby, if you're gonna be watching this on TV, I'm gonna be all in your grill, because I don't know what I did to the camera that made me like, because I done tried to shrink it, but oh well. Anyway, so I done got ready. I'm on my way up here. I'm just excited. I've never been the type of person to be fanning out about much of anybody, but I'm just excited about this new part of my life where I'm just open to experiencing new things and trying new things, and trying them by myself, because actually I had invited my girl Kia to go. She waited too long to respond, and so when by the time she tried to respond to the invite, it was closed. So she's not able to go. And used to be a time when if I didn't have...
5-minute slowdown on I-75 north in 1 mile. You're on the fastest route. You will arrive at 5:47 p.m.
So it used to be a time when I would not go if I didn't have anybody to go with me. And it's crazy because back in my 20s, I would go to the club by myself. I would, go out to eat. I would go like to Benihana's by myself. I would go to Margiano's. I would go out to restaurants by myself. But then, something like this, I'm like, as I got older, I felt like I always had to take my girlfriends with me. So it feels good to be getting back to that person I know who is not afraid to explore and enjoy experiences without the need to have somebody else, there to riding shotgun or a co-pilot. So I am really excited about that. Actually, one of my girlfriends sent me this link for this place that's here in Georgia where you can basically go glamping. They're like they're kind of like tree houses. The walls are made out of the same material that tents are made out of, but they have an indoor bathroom because not going to be TTing outside. They have an indoor bathroom, small little kitchen. They do have, electricity and AC and all this other stuff. So it's something that I may put on my list of experience to have. I really want to be able to bring you guys fun and interesting content that shows a woman that's in her 50s that's just living life out loud and not afraid to try new things and go new places and, you know, do things alone, do things with her girlfriends, you know, just give you a combination of that. That being said, if you're probably watching my channel because some of you guys are not, you don't have enough strength to not watch my channel, but I did send a couple of people to the block party. I've been sending people to the block party a lot lately, not just deleting comments. I just actually have been sending people to the block party. And even though YouTube does not allow you,
there's a 6-minute slowdown on I-75 North in half a mile. You're on the best route. You will arrive at 5:49 p.m.
Even though YouTube does not allow you to block people, what they will allow you to do is to hide users, hide commenters, and whenever you hide them, I can't see what you're saying and nobody else can see what you're saying. So you'll be talking and posting and commenting and nobody sees it. I don't even see it. And that's the best thing that I need to do. You know, a lot of times, first of all, I'm human. So whenever you try and slick come for me, I've said many times over, I'm not someone who expects everyone to agree with me, but it's all about your approach and it's all about how you try to come at me. Because if you come at me sideways, then you will get the venom that a Scorpio has. But I'm working on that. I'm working on not allowing people and their negativity, their negative thought process, or their insecurities to affect me. But it's easier said than done, because I will tell people, you know, I can give good advice, but at the end of the day, we're all human. So to the young ladies who got upset about the conversation that me and Lish had about me and my ex, if you're still talking, just know that you're a part of the block party. You sitting over there and you just talking and commenting, and you are really, only thing you're doing is exercising your fingers to make your nails grow faster. Because I can't see it and nobody else can see it because you've been hidden. And that's what I'm going to work on doing going forward. Because one of the people started out with something, their comment referenced my age. Anytime you come at me and you say something about me being mature or at my age or something like that, then you're slick trying to come for me. Why even watch I don't understand people, because like with me, if you do something I don't like, or I'm not whatever too, I'm either not going to watch your channel or I'm just going to, you know, whatever. If I'm not your cup of tea, then go get you a soda, which is go look at somebody else's channel. One thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to second guess myself anymore or question what I post on my channel. I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to post on my channel what I want to post on my channel. If you feel like my video where me and my girl Liz was talking about me and my ex, if you see that as me pining after him or still wanting to be with him or being disrespectful to his marriage because I spoke of how we were the best of friends, I didn't say anything that was disrespectful. As a matter of fact, I stated that I am very much happy for him. And whenever I say that, because I looked into the camera when I said it on that video, and I'm looking into the camera now, I am very much happy for him because he's happy. That's all that matters to me. That was 16 years ago. And if you can't sit with your girlfriends and have a conversation and a key about past relationships and past situations, oftentimes it's because you can't stand whoever it was that you were with. That's the problem with so many women. I'm not even talking about men. I'm talking about women. Y'all carry around so much anger and disdain and hatred in your heart for past relationships that you can't say anything positive or negative about anybody that you've dated before, because you're damaged and you're hurt, and you are still holding on to past hurts years and years later. I cannot tell you how often I hear women talk about men and how they hurt them and what they did to them, and it was like 20 years ago. Baby girl, let it go. The same way y'all telling me to let it go, thinking that I'm pining after someone that I'm not. It's the same way y'all need to let it go, being upset and angry at a man that probably done went through 15 other different relationships since he's last with you, but you still mad about it. Some of y'all still mad at a man that hurt y'all years ago and you married to somebody else. Don't be upset with me because I still have good memories and I can speak fondly of someone that I dated who I don't want. I am very happy for him and him being married. He's been married 4 or 5 years. They've been together 10, 12, however many years that they've been together. He's never crossed the line with me. I've never crossed the line with him. We don't have, when we talk, we send memes to each other. Occasionally, what are your thoughts on this? That's it. We don't even discuss our past. We don't talk about our past. We don't reminisce. We don't do any of that. None of it. When it was over, finally over, it was over. I'm one of those chicks that I'm gonna respect your marriage. I'm gonna respect your relationship. Once we are said that it's over, that's it. But again, I know that a lot of women can't understand it. They can't fathom it because they themselves, they think that everybody's supposed to think like them, which is you're not supposed to have a conversation, or you're supposed to stay mad at your ex because of what he did or whatever. Truth be told, I'm going to do a whole series on that situation, but it's from a perspective of talking to my girlfriends. I'm not going to say a series, a couple of videos on the situation, talking to my girlfriend just about my life, my past. And if it bothers you for me to talk about my past and my life, then I say, if anybody else on this channel takes issue with me talking about my past relationships, the things that I've experienced, the things that I've been through, if anybody else on here takes issue with that, I suggest that you exit my channel now. Because out of that whole video, I talked about how he helped heal me. I talked about being raped and being molested. I talked about how he helped heal me. I talked about how we had such a great relationship that it really is hard for me, because he taught me that there are men out there that you can be a best friend with. I didn't say I wanted him. I said that it's been hard because now I have something to compare it to. I know that I will probably never get what he and I had, and I'm okay with that. But what I did say is that he taught me so many things, as far as, well, maybe I didn't say it, but let me say this. He taught me so many things as far as my growth as a woman. And if you can't come from a relationship and pick a few things from that relationship that helped you to grow, you wasted your time. Let me say that. You wasted your time. If the only thing that you can remember from your past relationships are hurts and disappointments and being damaged, and nothing from that person helped you to grow, then you wasted a lot of your time, and I'm sorry for you. But one thing that I will say is I will not censor myself and censor who I am and censor my channel because of people who watch my channel and who don't even know me, don't even know the full gist of the situation, don't know why we broke up, don't know what happened, don't know what we were like together, any of that. But you're going to take a small piece of what I bless you with about my life, and you're going to try and comfort me. You're going to try and comfort me, talk about my age and, you know, she this and she that, and y'all going to have comments and going to have conversations in my comment. Baby, like I said before, I'm going to sing to the block. I'm just going to sing to the block party. That's it. I'm just going to sing to the block party. I'm not going to do that. I'm not. But I do thank you for the commentary, because each time that you comment, that helps my algorithms. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for the engagement. But anyway, honey, I need to focus on trying to get to see Jeezy, because I'm going to see Jeezy. I'm going, and then there's going to be some people that's going to be on this post that's going to can't stand Jeezy, don't like Jeezy, mad because Jeezy and Jeannie broke up and said that he did Jeannie so wrong. So you're going to probably come for me on that too. And if you do, you're going to get blocked too, boo-boo, just to let you know. Yeah, you're going to get blocked. But I need to find out, plan now, pay later. Y'all need to stop sending me these things about, y'all need to start sending me stuff about vacations, because I'm going to always, y'all going to keep me on the road in the air. Anyway, I need to figure out where I'm going, because traffic and trying to park downtown Atlanta. I'm downtown Atlanta at 546, and which is in the middle of rush hour traffic. So I need to try and find somewhere to park, because it's a half a mile away. And it's 5:47. I'm supposed to be there at 6 o'clock. So I will holler at you. Hopefully I'll be able to get some content, and hopefully I'll also be able to, you know, take some pictures and everything. I'm going to see Jeezy. I'm going to see Jeezy.
He is a Grammy Award winning artist now. Co-founder Generation Now. Y'all make some noise for my big bro, DJ Drama.
It was out 4 weeks before it came out. And so if you ask me how I felt defeated. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like, damn, I gotta go back to the streets. I just threw away my Nextel church phones. They owe me money they ain't gonna pick up. You know what I mean? Like, because I took the islands and burned the boats. Right. So it wasn't no going back. But that's why I tell people that God is real, because, you know, this too shall pass. It was like a moment in my life where I just felt like, damn, like this is it.
I am back from the Jeezy. It was really a listening party, because it's not like he has anything coming out, but he is celebrating, 20 years of his album Thug Motivation. And so the DJ, I got there a little bit before 6. He didn't come out until like 7:11. It's 8:12, and so it's over with. And actually DJ Drama is who was on the stage with him. Of course, you'll see it in the video. And I might actually, I gotta see how much these tickets cost, but I would love to go to his Black Tie concert that he's having. I believe it's at the Fox, because he's gonna have an orchestra. It's just beautiful how we grow and we mature, and it's beautiful to watch like him and how he has transitioned. You know, a lot of people stay stuck in they stuck. I know of a lot of guys that, shit, why is she walking down the middle of the damn street? I know of a lot of guys that I grew up with who were in, you know, the dope game or whatever, and they still live for it, live in it. It's okay to, you know, talk about, you know, the past, because, you know, I do. The past makes us who we are. But the beautiful thing is whenever you have grown from it. I know of a lot of guys that I went to school with who still are living for their dope boy days. And it's not like they, you know, talk about it or whatever. It's like they're still mentally stuck there. And it's just good to see growth. It's good to see, you know, whether it was Jay-Z or you know, the growth that I saw in Jay-Z as he matured, and the growth that I see in like Jeezy. You know, he's a man's man now. You know what I'm saying? He's a businessman. That's the thing. And you know, of course, we can say T.I.'s a businessman. We can say a lot of people, you know, that we've seen, celebrities, are, you know, businessmen. But there's a certain level of maturity that you see and growth that you see in a person that is different. And just listening to him talk, and just watching him over the years, it's a very good look. It's a very good look. So it's such a good look that I got to see if I can afford these tickets. Because, baby, if I can't afford these tickets, I just can't afford these damn tickets. You know, it is what it is. But I'm going to see if I can possibly afford these tickets. Actually, me and my sister, who got me in, who got me to, you know, be able to, who got me in to be able to come see the interview that he did with XM Radio. I think he's actually launching his own radio station there. That's another thing. He's launching his own radio station there. But she and I was talking, like, Lord, I don't know how much these tickets is, but I really want to go, especially since it's black tie. You know, they got an orchestra. That's my jam right there. That's my jam. But, you know, I'm always going to be a major Jeezy fan. Thug Motivation came out in 2005. That's just mind blowing. And whenever I say I rock that, I rock it on, especially whenever I'm working out. Those are my motivational music. Some of my motivation music. I got the hiccup. Ooh, child. And so it's 8:16. This is my kind of event, because baby, it's 8:16. I'm already on my way home. Jesus Christ. Sorry about. I'll be back. Hey guys. So I am hungry, and I, for some reason, have a strong desire for some Chipotle. And so that's what I'm gonna head out and go grab me some Chipotle. Even though there's a Kava over here by us, I just want some Chipotle. It was one time when I was eating Chipotle so much that my coworkers would give me Chipotle gift cards for like my birthday and stuff like that. But I haven't had Chipotle in a while. And so that's why I'm about to head out for it. I need to get some gas. And I live downtown, and so I don't purchase gas down here because it is extra stupid. So I guess I'm going to run over to Kroger and grab some gas from over there and then head to Chipotle. But I was at home editing my newest video that's probably going to go up this evening, maybe tomorrow. And I had forgot about the conversation that I had about a brief, short conversation that I had about the tumultuous relationship. You know, I've always told you guys that me and my mom had a very tumultuous relationship, but I loved her. And I know that she loved me the best way that she knew how to love me. And as I grew older, I realized that so much of her verbal and mental and emotional abuse was derived from how she grew up. And so I found a way to forgive her even before she died, and I had more compassion for her and more understanding than a lot of people did. And I accepted a lot more than what most people would have because I understood that. And it, because actually, once I really sat down and just really, really analyzed my mom, she was a narcissist, and she was very, very, very extremely controlling. She tried to control everybody's lives around her. And that's what a lot of times, whenever I see people in their comments and the things that they say, it's a control mechanism. They feel like they have a right to control what others say, do, and think, when really they don't. And that's how my mom was. A lot of people think that because they live a certain way, or they think a certain way, or they do things a certain way, that everybody is supposed to do, think, or be that way. That's just the nature of the beast with just people. That's why often you won't hear me say, well, I do, and I this, and I try and take the I out of my vocabulary whenever it comes to other people's lives, because I understand that other people are not me. And everybody has their own life experiences, things that they've gone through, that shapes them to be the way that they are. And that's how it was with my mother. And so she helped me to realize that I was becoming very much like her. I was becoming I wasn't becoming, I was. And it's something that I still have to work on, is my controlling spirit. Trying to control everything and everyone around me. And that came from, me growing up in a home that was very violent, and I had no control over my life and what, went on around me. And then, with the molestation and the rape and everything, it caused me to feel like I was going to control everything and everyone around me. And that's how my mother was. And so I got on this subject because my girl Kimberly Bonet, make sure that you go and watch her channel. Make sure you go and watch her latest video. And as I was editing, I forgot I had put that segment in where I was talking about the relationship with my mother. And that's one of the ways that she and I really bonded whenever we were down here together. A lot of us really just bonded over so many things. We agreed that there's so many things that we bonded over that we said that we would keep between us. So we cut all of that out of our vlog. It seems like every time I got on here, I got either to burp, I got the hiccups. I got a burp because I just had some beet juice. I made some beet juice. But it's just amazing, the more that you talk about certain things, that you realize that you're not in this world alone with it, and that it's more common than is expected. We don't often, the dynamics of a mother-daughter relationship can be very, as I say, tumultuous. And that's one of the things I've worked so hard to repair, the mistakes that I've made with my daughter whenever she was growing up, because I was in the street, I was running the streets. I am very honest about that. And I'm honest about the fact that I had to go back and apologize to my daughter for the mistakes that I made. I wanted to make sure that I righted those wrongs, and that I wanted to make sure that I broke the cycle that, well, me and my daughter's relationship was never like me and my mom's, but I wanted to make sure that there were no generational curses or cycles or bonds that were created that were negative. And so I'm a very honest person. I'm a very accountable person. A lot of times people, they come at me, they don't think that I am, but I'm a very accountable person. But I'm going to stand 10 toes down in what I believe in. But I do listen, and I do take into account other people's opinions and thoughts and processes. And I say, I could have did that differently. Maybe, they're right. Or, I make adjustments based on conversations. And actually, I'm an analytical person. So I'm going to take it and process it, and then I'll make adjustments from there. So, the relationship with me and my daughter, I had to go back and I had to actually apologize to her because I was running the streets. Whenever, I talked about Mr. on my last video, and Mr. and I were together from November 2003 until 2009, and then we continued to see each other as if we were still together through 2011, and that was a very pivotal point and chunk of her life. And he and I was like, we was partying, we was in the streets, Friday to Monday, we were on the go. And so I had to go back and I had to apologize to my daughter for not being the best mother to her that I could have been. I could have been a better mother. Now, I wasn't a terrible mother. I'm going to love, respect. I'm going to protect my child. And I've said before, if Chloe got to get out here in the streets and lay on her back, Jory's going to eat. And she's going to have a roof over her head. Now, there were hard times, after, he and I broke up, where, there were hard times, but I did what I had to do to make sure that I took care of my daughter because I was a single mother. So that being said, I'm not going to sit up here and get on here and say that, my mother was such a terrible person and I was a great mother, because I wasn't. I was a decent mom, but I could have been so much better. And I've finally started to forgive myself the last couple of years for that. I would repeatedly apologize to my daughter. I would cry about it. It would bother me so much. And she's such an amazing woman. And a lot of people attribute that to me. And I don't take full responsibility for it. She is her own person. Part of it is from her life experiences with me. That she decided she wanted to be better. But she's such an amazing, beautiful, smart, business savvy, intelligent Black woman. And I'm just so unbelievably proud of her. And I'm proud of the fact that she took certain adversities and she found strength from them. And so, whenever we talk about mothers, and, it's people often say, well, that's your mom, and, no matter what, that's your mom. And some of us don't have one, but you don't know what people have been through. Yes, there are mothers, but there are also not so great mothers. And those experiences growing up do affect you. It affects you as a woman. It affects you as a person. It affects how you love. It affects how you think. It affects your self-esteem. It affects you in so many different ways. And so with Kimberly, her video that she posted last night, it was triggering, but it also was a source of healing and a source of bonding to know that there are other people who have had some of the same experiences as I have growing up, and so I'm not alone. And so as I don't feel so bad about certain thoughts and certain feelings, because I know that there are other people out here in this world that have experienced the same, if that makes sense to you. So shout out to you, Kimberly Bonet. That took a lot for you to show such a vulnerable side of you and a vulnerable situation, and it's a very, very sensitive subject and topic to discuss that's not discussed very often. You know, I'm learning there's a lot of people that go no contact with their parents, and it's unbelievable for some to think that someone would cut their parents out their life. But as we grow mentally, and as we grow and really understand what mental health is, we have to accept that sometimes our parents truly have abused us, mentally abused us, and their mental abuse, their emotional abuse, and their physical abuse has truly affected us as children, as adults, how we communicate, how we love, how we raise our children. Like, I'm a person that no longer believes in corporal punishment. And whenever I say that, a lot of people, my mama whooped me and my daddy whooped me and I turned out all right. Sometimes not so much. Sometimes you feel like you turned out all right, but actually not so much. So anyway, that's a very deep subject, and I've given you almost 15 minutes of it. And so now I'm about to go get my Chipotle, and then go get me some gas. I think since I'm over here, I'll run into Mad Rags just to run in there. I ain't got no business in there. My Shein shipment, 2 of my Shein, but they're underwear, so you ain't gonna see that. I got 2 Shein sets that are supposed to be delivered today. And then I have the rest of the shipment. It's no telling when it's gonna come in. I'm not sure. But I'm really excited about it because I'm ready to start packing my suitcase for my trip now. Even though I got 3 more weeks, but when I pack the suitcase, I am gonna do. I still haven't done my partnership, and I got to do my partnership for that suitcase. So this is going to be the perfect time for me to do the partnership for the suitcase, because I will be able to get some good content, because I'll be going to the airport and all that other great stuff. But anyway, I'm about to pull up at Chipotle, and I think I'm going to sit down in here and eat. No, I'm going to get it to go and sit in my car and eat. But I'll check back in with you guys in a little bit. Bye. Y'all, this is the first time I've ever seen a Chipotle that has a drive-through. Wow, I've never seen that before, but I'm still gonna go in. Oh no, let me go get me a different parking space. And y'all, let me tell you real quick, I am half naked today. Well, baby, the way this heat index is set up, they're gonna get all of this belly. All of it. Did you hear me? Every bit of it. All right, I'll check back in with you guys in a little bit.